can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 24 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Always got some breathing room. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mahomes now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, It's a whole lot better view than when you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's we got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Carr now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Washington. And some room to run now. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Carr going to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
To the right side and complete to Washington. Still going.
Missed.
This will not go down. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 37. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to pound it in with Washington. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now is Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
93.
They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage, back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes now to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touch. back as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Finds Roberts left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
6-18.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. David Emerson able to bring him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Carr to throw on second down. That's going to be caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Damian Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first, here's Washington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. On target over the middle to Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try to put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a play fake. Carr. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Big hold of the 30. And avoids the contact by sliding. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, here's Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Roberts. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps, but a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
And note I'm thinking right here, in the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And fights through one man. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Carr. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down. And
they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming it right now.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Carr to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw his Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Carr. Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. First down, the run with Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. And that'll set them back 5. Now Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Switzer now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Williams. Room here to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. To go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Here now, Johnny Townsend on for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here comes Kansas City. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it.
But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part one is done. Now part two. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chiefs, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
afraid. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, he already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over my head.